Alright guys, Rich here from the RC Network, and this video we're going to be going over some of the things I do to get ready to build a kit. Now a kit of course is a RC vehicle that you have to build from scratch, so you have a bunch of little parts and bits and pieces and everything else, and you have to construct it yourself. Well, with that you have to do a little bit of prep and also a little bit of organization to get the best out of your kit. Now I'm about ready to start my RC8B3e from Team Associated, and I wanted to just kind of do a quick little video. I've had this question in the past and actually most recently on what I do to make my kits go together so easily. So the first thing here is, of course, clean Workstation. I use basically it's a Formica sheet top, and I picked this up at a local hardware store. I found a piece of white that was actually cracked and made a deal on it, and I got it for $8 for a 4x8 sheet. Just pretty much just double-sided this down to my workstation, and I have a very clean surface that is cleanable, and you know, if I happen to spill oil or diff fluid or whatever the case on it, it wipes up easily. And it's easily to see little bits and pieces of parts and whatnot on it. So that's one of the first things you have to have, is just a clean workstation, because there's lots of parts in that huge box over there, and it's nice to be able to see all the parts. So definitely like the white surface. Another thing I do here is I use a little parts tray, and this is actually one made by Duratrax. It's just rubber. I know that the magnetized ones are really nice, and I just happen to not pull the plug on one yet. So really happy with the little Duratrax one here. Keeps all the parts kind of in one little section here as I open the bags up. Now with that, I also grab just kind of like a little Tupperware dish, or this is actually from some honey ham from a local grocery store. But anyways, I use this for additional parts. So as you're building kits, a lot of companies give you extra parts, and it's just nice to keep those organized in one little area. Then you can just grab the lid, close that up, throw it back in your box, and you're pretty much set to go. So that is another thing that I add to my list of things. Now, there's some tools that I obviously use all the time, and here's some of the tools that I use for my kit builds. I have a set of my MIP wrenches. I have a nut driver here, and these are specific to this kit. So I've already kind of done my research and figured out which wrenches I need ahead of time, so not to kind of clutter the workstation here. I have some Dubro cutters right here just to cut things off of parts trees and whatnot. Got an X-Acto knife, and I put in a fresh blade on every kit just to give me that precise cut every single time. Down the line here, good set of needle nose pliers, always good to have, and you never know when you're going to need those things. A set of calipers here, and it's always good to precisely measure things when you're building, because the initial platform when you're building is crucial. That way you get kind of a test for any tuning and things that you do down the line. So good set of steel calipers is always good. I like to not open the bags with my X-Acto. I like to keep that very crisp and clean, but I always have a pocket knife with me. This is a Spyderco Paramilitary 2, and love to have good quality knives around in the shop here to cut things open and whatever you may need to do. So that is another item. Now, as far as some supplement items that sometimes are included in kits, sometimes are not. I have some MIP Blue Thread Gel. I like this stuff because you can kind of dip the screws in, and you're not dropping things on to the screws. So very good gel right here, and it holds a little bit better than the traditional blue, especially for an 8-scale buggy. Next thing I use, this is just some black diff grease. This is actually Team Associated as well. I'm sure I'm going to get one inside the kit, but always good to have an extra one in the shop. Another thing that is never included in kits are this green slime, and this is from Team Associated as well. Great for lubricating shock O-rings and whatnot, so always nice to have. This thing lasts for like, I don't know, 50 years, but I've had this around for a while. Two last things here as far as tool items. I have a yellow highlighter, and I also have a Sharpie, and that's for kind of doctoring up the owner's manual when I'm going through, to highlight things ahead of time, to just kind of circle things. Maybe I found an issue. Maybe I have, I put a different oil in. Who knows what it is? But always nice to have these things in your shop. Last couple things, and these are pretty much supplements. Good work stand. I have my ProLine 1/8 scale stand right there. That is crucial once you got the chassis together. Last things are completely optional, but I like to have them. I have some tunes here. Got my little Bose mini sound link. Always good to have some music and, in the shop, especially late at night. And last but not least, got to stay awake. So we're some Rockstar there. Got my my Pure Zero punched Rockstar. Anyways, guys, that is my video. Just some things I do before I do a kit. It's always neat to have a kit go together well, and I think the preparation, organization, and it all goes hand in hand. So, well, guys, comments or questions on down below, and as always, thumbs up and subscribe. That's it for now, guys. Over and out.